Hello everybody, Bill Batson here from Batson Enterprises with our 5th episode of featuring rod builders within the Batson collection. As everybody well knows, there's over 650 models in the Batson collection, and today we're going to be highlighting one of my favorite techniques from a certain gentleman, Mark Blabaum. Mark's an awesome guy. I've known him for a long time. He's got a custom shop. We've collaborated on many projects, and so now I'm going to go ahead and collect them all and talk about them. So follow me. I only grabbed a couple from in here because I have a lot of them out in the foyer where all the prime ones are, so we've got a lot of good spots. All right, everybody, we're here in the Batson photo room, and we're going to talk about my friend Mark Blabaum. He is an awesome builder. His specialty is wood. I mean, this guy thinks multi-dimensional, I'm sure, because he glues all these parts together and then turns them down. So these are not inlays of anything. These are actually wood pieces that are turned down and cut like this. When I think of wood, I think of Mark Blabaum. He is my favorite wood guy. I know some other wood guys. I mean, Mark Krause is good at wood. There's some other people that are good at wood, but this is my favorite. So within the Batson collection, I believe there are 6 pieces that he has done for a charity that I ended up buying or building just for our family off of some parts that we have. But we're going to start with the first rod that he sent me. Go ahead and get up close. As you can see, this is the first rod that he donated to Batson Enterprises, right? Where he turned down all of this wood and the grips, inlaid it all, put an acrylic insert in between the reel seat, did another matching piece here. And what's cool about this one is he did all of his wraps where there's no end, where it actually flows right into the handle, and you can see it on this end too. It flows right into the handle. So he's got his beautiful wraps with no tag outs, no nothing, and his beautiful wood matches up beautiful. This particular one, has a number, 635. All the rods are documented and numbered within the collection in no particular order. So I've had this rod for a while, and you can see again. And Hell's Angler Rod Works is the name of his company. And this is an IP843F. It's a 2-piece spinning rod. It has micro guides on the tip, and it's a beautiful rod. So that's rod number 1, and that is the first rod that Mark gave the family. I got some extra notes here so I don't forget anything. All right, the second one is the first world rod that we built as a team. I'm going to read some of this because it's important. So, and this one was built for the Rods for Soldiers program. It's something that we collaborated with people from all over the world, did different parts of it, and I'm going to show you what's going on. And this is the rod. Batson donates all the parts for these programs for the Rod for Soldiers, or it'd be Project Healing Waters, or a lot of different things. But as you can see, if you come up close here, we've got a lot going on here. First of all, we're going to talk about Mark's handles. Very similar to the one he did for me and my collection. This is signature pieces for him. Different shapes on these. And just a beautiful piece. A lot of people had a lot of stuff to do with this. This one is made out of maple with some veneer. But I'm going to go ahead and give other people credit because this is a world rod. So one person did the handle, another person did this, another person did this, another person this, and another person wrapped the guides. So Owen Dare did the funnel spider weave. So this, I want to say, is the one he's talking about. This looks like a Owen Dare spider weave. And Doc Ski did a spider weave as well, and I believe this is our Doc Ski up here. I just want to make sure we get it, everything. Right, and it has some JTOBs on the outside. Right, that's another spider. This is obviously the spider rod. And then the third person that did this was George Blaibaum. I don't know. I might be hackering that name a little bit, but sorry, George. But he did the spider drawing. So this is actually a drawing on here. If you look closely, it is a spider drawing. And this is the world rod, the first one that we collaborated with. I think it was a show in Texas. We were doing this for a Rods for Soldiers program. Bill Havens ended up winning this rod. He ended up donating it back. I paid cash for it after that fact, which was really cool. Or I bought the rod, I gave Bill the money, and he donated the money back to the Rods for Soldiers program. It went something like that. But anyways, this is the second rod that Mark has, and this one is number 222. All right. Third one we're going to talk about is another world rod. This was done for another organization. This was the second world rod. So Bill Havens did this, started the guild raffle for Doc Ski's charities. Nope, different one. Sorry about that. Yep, the second world rod. Sorry about that. So, a lot going on here. If you come on in, I'll tell you a little bit about it. There's definitely some really cool stuff here. This is a bigger saltwater rod, so you can see the grips are bigger and heavy duty. I mean, he did like two full well grips and a split grip back here. So that's Mark's work. It's beautiful. And then Captain G, some of you know Captain G from Japan, did the G Urushi on here. It's a beautiful G Urushi. Captain G is a builder in Japan. So that's pretty cool. That's a really nice piece right there. And then Peter Funnel did this weave up here. It's a turkey. If you look real closely, that's a weave. It's not a sticker. It's a weave. Some beautiful wraps and a tiger. Doc Ski did the tiger. You can see how beautiful it is. And somebody else did the marbling. Probably that looks like Bill Havens marbling, maybe. But this rod was built for Project Healing Waters, California. Doc Ski is really involved with Project Healing Waters in California. Project Healing Waters is a great organization. If you ever want to donate to somebody, they have a rod building section in Project Healing Waters. And this was on a raffle, and I know the guy that won it. I tried to buy it from him in the beginning. He wouldn't sell it to me. Finally, he loaned it to the collection on a trip up here to go fishing with me one time. And then we made a deal after his trip up here. So now it resides in the Batson family collection. So rod number 3. We got a lot going on. Mark's a talented builder. This particular rod that he built is another beautiful piece. And this one I know was for a competition. Mark Krause put on a competition, the transatlantic competition. It was the first rod building world at the ICRBE, and I believe this was the first one that they had. So he's got some really cool stuff going on here. This was a potic and spalted maple. No, spalted tamarind. As you can see, if you're looking close, he's got his signature inlays, but then he put this beautiful spalted wood here. He used all Batson components. We've got the Batson Alps triangle reel seat. You got the fancy dancy INS reel seat with the full cutouts. And then he did a matching foregrip. And then he did a beautiful wrap up here, as you can see. And this was in the competition. I believe it's a 3-piece blank. And he donated it to the Batson collection after the competition. Beautiful piece. Proud to have it. Mark and I trade off once in a while, so I believe I've given some product for this. If not, he does a lot of things. Like I said, he's a really nice guy, and he just enjoys the craft, and we support the people that support the craft, obviously. So, rod number 4, beautiful, and this was in the transatlantic competition by Mark Krause. All right, and we've got another one here. Still same thing. You can see his work, but this one's a little different. It has some different designs in it, in his wood. So this is very intricate stuff. Obviously another Mark. I sent him the components for this rod. He wanted to build me a 3-piece travel rod. Perfect as an 843 3-piece. Nice little spinning rod. And here's the butt section on it. This is what he came up with. You got the beautiful wood. You got the end pieces, which are really nice. You've got his inlays. Everything is, the math is just perfect. I'm sure the guy's he's brilliant, I'm sure. Comes down to math. Beautiful rear grip, split grip style. Beautiful foregrip, nice matching cast on the front. It matches all the other pieces. Very clean builder. Again, he did the wraps underneath the guides, underneath the handles, so you don't see anything, right? Beautiful wrap. Subtle, but beautiful. Clean and perfect. Finish coat's nice and flat. Beautiful. So, this is number 4 of the 5, yes, I own 5 of them. So this is number 4. And this is a spinning rod that I will fish with, I'll travel with, and I will use. So this is a fishing rod. The last one here, this one has a pretty cool story. The story about Bill Havens winning the first world rod and then giving it back because Bill's a good guy, and then me buying it, or I bought it and then he gave something happened somehow. But everybody was blown away by Bill's generosity for doing that. Bill's a good guy, a little salty once in a while, but all around good guy. They wanted to build him another rod as a momentum of this rod. So they built him this rod. And some great builders got together and decided to make it something special for him. Let me see here. I've got some more notes on it. Sorry for my lack of coordination here today, but Owen Dare did the weave. If you want to get in close, you can see the spider. And it's kind of the same thing they did on the first world rod. But Owen Dare did this weave over the top of a dragon scale with a bunch of JTOBs in there. And Mark turned the wood for it. Beautiful. Did the insert in between. And then they did another spider up here where Doc Ski did his spider, which I was correct. It was his spider on the other one. And it's really dark and subtle. And he did a beautiful tiger. And Bill, I was at his house one day. I was admiring, obviously he's got some beautiful rods there. And I noticed this rod, and he was just sitting there collecting dust. And he goes, Bill, the Batson collection should have this rod. So Bill Havens actually donated this to the Batson collection. And it's an honor to own stuff like this, obviously. I get to show it off. People get to enjoy it. Better than sitting in somebody's garage kind of deal. But anyways, so that's rod number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's rod number 6. So there is Mark Blabaum. Great guy. Sends us cheese every year, which is awesome. He's a good man. He knows whenever he needs anything, he's more than welcome to call me. I believe in what he's doing for our industry, and I believe in the industry as a whole. So that's episode number 5. We're going to come back next week with another episode with some more builders. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube station and to see all of these cool things. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please put them on the video. Be more than happy to answer them, and we can talk about it. Anyways, thank you very much. Aloha. Fish on.